Anybody that forces themselves on women are a piece of
On anyone. So yeah, R. Kelly has finally gone to jail.
All counts. I think he deserves everything he's done.
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Can you separate the man from the music?
My ignorance is my bliss, but as soon as I know you're doing this type of thing and I go back to your song, your very first song, and you're saying, my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes.
But yeah, I'm always on the empathy side of things, just to understand what people go through. I remember in school, I was actually charged for assault, and no one ever asked me anything. I was like, I never did it. So I've always been like, man, I'll never do that to somebody, man.
A lot of you girls, come on now. You were out there dating, you were the younger girl going after older guys.
The Kings is here.
I'm Mr. Miller, man.
Shazza.
And this is... What you got, bro?
I think a long time coming after, Chappelle jokes, Boondocks episodes, a lot of talk. Finally, R. Kelly has been charged. So they found him as the ringleader of a violent and coercive scheme that lured women and children for him to sexually abuse, along with 8 counts of sex trafficking. He was also found guilty of racketeering, a charge normally used against organized crime, but he got charged with racketeering too. So yeah, R. Kelly has finally gone to jail.
All counts.
All counts.
You guys don't do this to nobody else.
I don't know, but at the same time,
especially if he's a first offender, you're not supposed to get the full amount as a first offender. But did he have something when he was a crackhead?
Possibly.
So I don't know. I think he deserves everything he's done. But can you separate? Can you separate the man from the music?
I can't separate the music. I can't. Like when I go back and I think about Bump and Grind, like his first track.
Aw, you don't know
the first
weirdos.
4 lines, man.
You thought about who he was talking to?
Yeah.
Aw, bruh.
That's why there's music videos. There's music videos, they show who the guy's talking to.
I never equated like that. The only one I ever thought like he was actually like talking to a character was the Closet Joints and Mr. Big. That was it. The rest of them I always equated to me.
Hey man, you can trust me. Don't me, Kelly.
And for all you people that are listening to old lyrics and trying to equate it to little girls, you guys are weird, man.
No, man. No.
Why would you even want that thought?
But it's to know now that those lyrics can actually be meant for a child.
But again, I don't listen to any other music and try to apply it to their lives. I apply it to mine. I don't care what they're doing. Everybody's weird.
It's you don't see it or these allegations aren't there or nothing like that, cool. But
no,
now
it's not
it's
cool.
out there. Now it's out there.
It's never cool.
It's not cool, but at the same time, I don't know. My ignorance is my bliss. But as soon as I know you're doing this type of thing, and I go back to your song, your very first song, and you're saying, my mind is telling me no.
Listen, he had a bunch of grown-ass women in the crew.
Well, who knows?
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't there.
That's what I'm saying. Why changes? What if like the background singer says, yeah, no, we wrote it together.
Okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, but no, but the one with Aaliyah.
But okay, but then you go to Aaliyah. Her first single, written by R. Kelly, for her, the girl that he married, that he tried to falsify and say she was 18, but she was really 15.
Could've been easy.
Her first song name is Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
She doesn't know the music business. Let me put it in my name. I'll give you the royalties. I don't know, but I'm just saying, people, stop looking at the surface, man.
You mean look at the surface. Take it as surface value. Like, take the song as is.
Right, take it as is.
But nah, man.
All these other stories,
Kelly,
that's all. You can't do that because you're not there. You can't talk to the person, and you can't talk to Aaliyah.
But
so it's like, we don't know. And I'm a black man, and I've been told I can do a whole lot of things without no one asking me a question. So I'll never forget that. Like, never. I remember in school, I was actually charged for assault. And no one ever asked me anything. I was like, I never did it. Boyfriend ready to beat me up and shit. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. No one listened. So I've always been like, man, I'll never do that to somebody, man. I never thought of music on what these weirdos be doing. They're just too weird, man.
I don't know. Maybe it's this. He's made it very awkward to listen to his music.
There's a bunch of artists out there who touch like little boys.
Which artist you know right now that touches boys or that touch boys that you listen to?
Man, you'll be surprised.
One.
I don't know. I listen to some white groups in my life.
I think with R. Kelly it was like too like public though. Like all the people that do get off, it's usually something that's hidden in the background, which gets out there, gets out to light, so they hide it right away and they bury it. This guy,
he buried his money quick.
Really freaking, he buried his money. He was like, no way.
I don't care what nobody try to tell me, man. When he came out and did the BET medley. This is my story. And I'm sticking to it. It said he was worth like $150 million.
Right.
When these allegations happened, it went down to zero, bruh.
Yeah, he hit all that.
Zero.
He probably has a Swiss account somewhere.
This man had a concert that he had to add dates to. Where did all that money go?
Crazy.
I'm like, well, the tour alone is $10 million. So how'd he go down to zero right away?
This man.
Come on, man.
Unless he has a really expensive lawyer.
No, it's one time you listen to his goddamn lawyer. I mean, the lawyer said, listen, hide your money right away. The one that he didn't listen to,
don't go on Gail, man.
Reggie.
Yeah.
They have to hear my side.
Don't go on the show.
But yo, they have to hear my side.
Reggie,
Man was
it now go well field. Don't go on the show.
Yeah,
all right.
lawyer probably sitting at home, chilling, and they say, on the next Gail.
Spit on his drink like,
I'm fighting for my life.
I want it on my cloud.
I gave y'all 30 years of my career. Robert.
You know what? Yeah, I think I quit this case.
yeah.
He's not listening, man.
When someone asks you, when somebody says to you young, and you go,
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
He was a super predator.
I don't know. It looks f***ing suspicious though.
The evidence power.
Everything looks horrible against you.
That's the whole point of like the law, evidence.
No, it's not. Not every.
You need evidence to prove your case.
Not all.
You need evidence to prove the case. You can't go into a court and be like,
But that's not evidence. That's hearsay.
If the girls who were there are saying it, it's not hearsay anymore.
No, like
it's coming from the horse's mouth.
I agree, but
They might have accepted it then, but
that's all I'm saying.
no, and he
You have to take
knowingly
into account.
did these things with minors. He knowingly did it.
They did too, and their
So if-
parents did.
That's what it is.
And there's a lot of politicians that do this.
I don't them. Who
There's
has
a
the
lot
most
of-
to lose?
There's a lot of politicians do this. A lot of Catholic people do this.
And they have a lot to lose to do it.
At the time, you don't think about losing because it's like he beat every case.
I don't know.
You remember that he said it, my brother did it, and his brother was like, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't. He called his brother and said, yo, I'll pay you this and all this. And brother said, nope, not me.
Let's be clear about this. On the record, you were not the man in that video.
I was not the man in that video.
I still got a reputation in these streets.
He literally took the streets
that
where he
shit.
makes like 50 grand, and his brother said, listen, for every year you spend in jail, I'm gonna give you like $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
And take
he was like,
everything,
I'll
no.
take my 50 grand.
No, I'm not doing that.
That they did not like each other, man. That must be like a brother blows up and he does nothing for you. Doesn't come back and visits, doesn't send money.
Nothing. He did nothing for him.
So then you come back and be like, yeah, do I? I'm like, no.
Exactly. And he was like,
No.
really trying to get his brother doing. The brother's like, yo, I've never heard from you in so long. And all of a sudden now you want to throw me
Right.
money?
Right.
You know I've been
Right.
on the street for how long? Not once do you say, yo, let me help you out. But all of a sudden
Just
now
be a brother.
Now you're in trouble. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
I'll give you all the money. You're like,
Yeah.
bro.
But
yeah.
I'm always on the empathy side of things just to understand what people go through. But I didn't watch the R. Kelly thing. But if you're being touched by your aunt, that could f up your mind, man.
I can't empathize with
I
him,
can.
man. I can't. He did not try to stop.
Like, who stops anything when they get away with it?
That's the thing. That's
Everybody
the
keeps
problem.
doing it.
If you do a crime, you get away
Go ahead,
with
Karen.
it, that's on you.
Go ahead, Karen.
Cool. If you do a crime and you get caught, take your consequences.
But
Take
he
your
didn't.
consequences.
He beat us before.
Before. Then he allowed new girls to
Holy
you know what you're
it's
doing.
right.
It's his own
All
thing.
this started when he stopped paying the girls. You're right.
It's stupid. Like you
And he had
think you're
millions.
rich.
Like, he can literally pay these guys for the rest of their lives.
But he got cocky. He got super cocky to be like, yeah, I
You're
gotta
an
pay you that
idiot.
shit.
You did the same thing with Sparkle. You stopped paying her for rent or something, and that she
started
came up.
saying,
Yeah,
she said, yeah, and then he was my niece,
man,
with my little niece, like, yeah.
Better be careful what you say to me.
But that's the thing, like, if you're like, that's probably why the Catholic people, the politicians, they all get it because they always pay.
Just pay.
They always pay because once they go to court,
pay, make them sign the NDA. Stop being ghetto.
That's the thing.
If I give you money, you sign this. Yeah, this never happened.
I don't think NDAs really will work in this type of case.
Right, that's what I was wondering.
I don't even think they work in this type of case. But to show that they're taking payments?
I don't think they can use that information as evidence.
No, because if you think, well...
That's the thing, like, you can hear it, but it's like the judge will say,
Bill Cosby, because Bill Cosby got his turned over because of his, like, the NDA and everything that he signed. The NDA...
I've always wondered that, though. Like, if you do break an NDA, what happens to you?
You can sue me.
Sue me for what?
No, you can sue the person for whatever damages you've caused to their company. Like the whole Pusha T and Drake, where he said Drake has an Adidas line. Say Pusha T was a part of that whole thing, and he has an NDA, and he was like, well, I'm dissing this dude now, and I'm saying it out there.
So what?
But he already signed the NDA. If this whole project is worth like projected $1 million sales, and he goes out there and he spends it out there and he messes the whole thing up, if Pusha did sign an NDA because he was a part of that deal, he can get sued for that.
Because you're gonna be suing a lot of poor people. Like who's R. Kelly gonna sue? Literally, if you're suing me and I make 50 grand, I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, most people don't care.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I broke it, but it's the truth. It's true. I don't care. Let them sue me. I don't have no money.
And true say, if you sue somebody in that type of situation, you're just gonna look. You're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You look like. You're not gonna do that. Anybody that forces themselves on women are a piece of shit.
Well, force yourself on anyone is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to find a list because they were trying to put Drake on that list.
Yeah.
When R. Kelly came out, so they try to break down from the very, not beginning of time, but where most people today would probably know the artist. So they started with Charlie Chaplin. People would know him. It's probably like 100 years ago, 102 years ago. He was 29. He married a 16-year-old, but this was 1919. Sam Cooke. He met a 12-year-old Aretha Franklin, brought her to his hotel room. Ike Turner met Tina when she was 16. Elvis met his wife when she was 14, Priscilla. This is a crazy one. The biggest, we'll say, Canadian relationship there is.
Celine Dion.
And Renee, right?
No.
Renee has passed. He says he met her when she was 12.
12.
And he was 38.
You didn't watch the documentary?
No. And they went public with the relationship when she was 19. So when he was 38, she was only 12.
Again, that's what I'm talking about. Why is it when white people go through this shit, you have understanding? Her life was like, she had a whole bunch of sisters and brothers, and their parents were poor, and this rich man comes out of nowhere and like, I can help your daughter. She's the talented one though. I don't want the rest of these ones. I want the talented one. And the parents go light because they're not.
Because they know they're poor and all that stuff.
People said, I understand that. That's what R. Kelly was doing. It was still wrong though. Like when I heard that, I was done with Celine Dion, man. I was like, what? Don't defend this man. Like, I get it's your husband, but you gotta be like, yo, wrong is wrong. Because if you had a daughter, would you be okay with that?
12 years old madness.
Come on.
Madness.
Wait, how old was he when?
He's 38, so he was 1 year younger than I am now.
Ah, damn. What a 12-year-old.
I said, nah, can't, nah.
Have you ever seen a 12-year-old? Like, they look babies, man.
They look like 12-year-olds. They look like a 12-year-old.
How do you say, ooh, that's sexy? Ooh. Come on.
Now, this age difference, when Brandy was 16, Wanye, Boys to Men, 21.
Yeah, that's not bad, though. No. Yeah, that's another thing. People try to act like this is too young. Like, oh, you don't know. I remember being that age. I'm 42 now, and I remember being 12. And when I wanted to touch punani or finger, I understood what I was doing to a little girl.
Oh, okay. What you were doing.
And I had a babysitter. Yeah, she wanted something. I was like, cool.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
It's not the idea that I was not stupid. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. The kids know what they're doing, but the adult themselves should know better. They should know better.
Oh, they have a sickness though.
Yeah. But they should know.
So like I call it Dwight Howard sickness.
Oh, that's cold.
But his wife is beautiful though. The girl from the WNBA.
Is she?
Yeah, she bad.
So Woody Allen is pretty much like the worst of them all.
Yeah.
He adopted a little girl.
And married her.
When she was 8. And then married her when she was 21. So he's pretty much, they even said that about Morgan Freeman and his granddaughter too.
They're weird. That's why I don't go by what they do.
And then Drake was the latest one accused for it because he texts the girl from Strange Things, the 14-year-old, and he texts her, "I miss you."
Literally, like, if it wasn't a law, we wouldn't give a There's a lot of countries that don't have this law, and we're not going over those countries trying to change them. So it is what it is. Anybody who uses the term pop cherry, they came from a pedophile era.
Yeah, that is true.
It's just in our country, in the Western world, this is wrong. But there's a lot of places that it's quite all right. So what I'm saying is we call them weirdos because it's based on our laws. Just like if you have a wear your mask, we lose our minds when you don't wear a mask. Because it's like, what the hell? The rule and the bylaw is right there. Just do it. And we lose our minds. But as soon as the bylaw goes away, we go, I don't give a It's just one of those things. I don't care about these people. They're gonna do this. And as kids, I remember being a 12-year-old trying to bag grown-ass women. There's a little 6-year-old in the mall, be like, yo, what's good? Meant it. Oh,
I mean,
and you know how many blur movies I seen? I knew what I was doing.
I was a little 12-year-old kid who played video games, played a little basketball, some soccer. Wasn't into girls. Even when I had my first girlfriend at 14, I remember the first time we came across like the whole point of she wanted to give me head. But I was like scared of my like that's what I tell myself. I was scared of my like I was not taking that out for nobody.
Bye-bye.
Like so when she wanted to suck my I was like, baby, why would I make you do that? Only hoes do that. You're not a hoe. I ain't gonna treat you like that. But true say, it was just that I was like, no way. I was scared of it. I understood the stuff at 12 years old, but I never jumped into it or dived or delved into it.
I didn't get none until I was in college, so I just like basketball. That's what it is. That was my lane. And I was a dry sex champ.
The humping king.
Bop. Still undefeated.
You guys ever want a story? Ask him about his tattoo on his back.
My first was so horrible. I think I was maybe 12, 13, and it lasted like 5 pumps. And it was like nothing like in my mind.
Nothing like blood me.
Yeah. So to me it was like, but my dry sex is amazing. So to me it was like, it was mathematics. Like this one's way better than this for me.
I don't take my clothes off. We're not allowed to. We're part of my Yakuza clan.
Whatever. And it was like, I literally just must have watched something about like triads or some shit.
The Jamaican Yakuza.
Man, I used to lie all the time, man. I told that to my first girlfriend in college too.
I know, because she questioned me.
She pinned me down and said, listen, you gonna give me some buddy. And I was so scared. I was like, oh man, now she's gonna find out I don't know how to do anything. But she was so nice. Even though I didn't do anything, I still knew I was very aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So these young people are gonna do it. It's just that our laws say it's wrong.
And true say, I know we like went far away from R. Kelly, but a lot of you girls, come on now.
You were the ones in high school with the older dude.
You were dating college guys.
Come on,
or
man.
chasing after college
Come
guys.
on, man.
Doing what it is. So as much as like you guys are hating on guys that date younger girls, you were out there dating. You were the younger girl going after older guys. Yeah.
And when you did the health class with Mr. Alone, it was sex ed, and you see all the STDs. You're like, man, listen.
I want none of
I don't want none of that.
That's too much.
Always remember to like, comment, share, but most of all, subscribe and join the page.
Hit the bell. Stay notified.
People, don't stress. It's just fuckery.
I've been sipping and I'm leaning and I'm leaning and I'm sipping and I'm dancing and I'm tripping, getting down and I'm dipping, looking good while I'm dripping.